Good morning, beautiful people. Another day, another vlog. So, it has been a very busy week. I have good news and bad news. Let's start with the good news first. So, I decided that I want to focus on my personal brand on LinkedIn until I focus on my business because this is something that I've learned. It is can be one of the strongest distribution channels that you can ever have. I've seen Chris Donley and like Ali Abdel. I think a lot of creators actually make their business succeed, even though that their odds are against them, just because they have a very strong voice. So I decided to do that as well. I actually have a personal brand, but it's very specific towards like Arabic software engineering on Instagram. It's doing well, but I decided like I just want to focus on LinkedIn professionally and like on like English accent and English in general, not specifically I don't know why I said accent, but so that's the first thing. I decided like I want to position myself as a very strong technical founder in general because like I really love tech and founder. Like I'm trying to position it as like as I'm doing here is like building a public. Like I'm a software engineer trying to become a founder, so that if anyone inspired by what I'm doing, it's great. And I just share my passion for software. Like I just love speaking about articles I read about like inspiring people that I've met or like I read about or watched a video about or like something that I learned in AI engineering, software engineering. It's just like it makes my day better and like just having a decent conversation about that makes my life better. And since I don't have like a very strong like community or like a good circle around that, I decided like to just use the internet as my own. So until that, and I think like at some point when I decide like I understand like what kind of problem or like what kind of business I'm going to serve, I think that this will pay off at some point. Some people suggested x.com, but I really suck at it. I barely have 20 followers. I tried to post there. I really don't understand the platform, so maybe that's a problem for later. But if you have any tips, please help me. So yeah, I think this is the good news. And yeah, lastly, I have been speaking with a lot of people. So specific, very random people. Like if I'm like walking in the street, I just like go speak with people. If I actually called my friends, and what I did is like the mom test is like, what kind of problems are you facing in your day to day? Can you tell me what you do with your work? Are you happy with your life? Like these questions. Like some of them asked if I'm okay, if I need help, if I'm like, it's weird, but I'm trying like to do the advice of Paul Graham about like you have to look for a problem, but like you can't force yourself into the problem. You have to find it. And finding it, this is how like you have like a switch on, like I'm looking for a problem and they'll start to surface. And then the next challenge is like what kind of problem and like do I have access? Is it like actually can become a business? Because a lot of problems are like target ideas are just like they're actual problems, but you cannot make a business out of them. So that's literally what I've been doing for like, and I managed to find like two or three problems that got me interested. I think one of them is like CTOs are having hard time trying to sell to enterprise. It's a nightmare. It takes a lot of time just because of due diligence, and that's because like it's private data that AI can go there. So that's potentially something. The second one is I think like immigrants trying to apply for like visas and all of that, the procedure is just hectic and lawyers are slow and they don't respond. So I think all of these are like aspects that I'm thinking of. Lastly, I think like construction lawyers and accountants are specific indices that I'm looking into now because like that's where I'm trying to look at. On the other side, there is like the technical side and the dev tools, which is something that gets me excited, but I still keeping it on the side because the advice I keep taking getting is like sell to non-technical people. So yeah, the bad news is I haven't made much progress. It's just exploration, but I'm showing you how hard it is. It could really take a lot of weeks, even months, but you have to find the right problem. And that's hopefully like one day when we go back through this channel or like go back through these videos, you just find that yeah, this is the process. It's very boring, it's very stupid, and that's it, is what it is. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on another video.